Hi, my name is Jasmine Bazan, and today I'm going to be doing my report on the Swedish film Fourth. So, Force Majeure is a family comedy movie directed by Ruben Östlund. The movie takes place at a French ski resort where a Swedish family of four are on vacation, or holiday as they like to call it. To give you a brief description of the movie, a mother, father, and their two children are having lunch at a rooftop restaurant in the resort, when all of a sudden a controlled avalanche appears as if it's going to wipe out the whole restaurant. In the spur of the moment, the mom, Ebba, grabs her two children, Harry and Vera, as she watches her husband, Thomas, grab his phone and run like hell away from her and the kids. It turns out that the avalanche stops right before it hits the restaurant and leaves a white cloud over the family, with the husband nowhere to be found. He comes back and everybody resumes lunch as normal, but it's interesting to see once they leave the restaurant how Ebba reacts and how she's not able to express her feelings towards her husband. When Ebba tried to bring up the avalanche situation with her husband, I was surprised that Thomas denied that he ran away. I think this is a case of male ego, and he didn't want to admit that he was a coward and left his family to die alone. It's created a lot of tension within them. Now taking a look at Hofstede's dimensions, I wanted to point out the uncertainty avoidance column. Sweden has a 29, which means that their culture feels threatened by ambiguous or unknown situations. So they try to avoid things, and you can very much see that with Thomas and Ebba. And I find this true when thinking about Ebba and Thomas. They both wanted to stray away from the situation that just happened with the avalanche, and nobody really wanted to talk about it, which built up a lot of tension and created, cracks in their marriage. And even the children saw it, and they saw how awkward it was to talk about. Another one is individualism, the degree of interdependence a society maintains among its members. And Sweden, with a score of 71, is an individualist society. They have a high preference for loosely knit social framework, and they're expected to take care of themselves and their immediate families only. So when you don't coincide with the individualist society, it causes guilt and a loss of self-esteem. So this is what I saw with Thomas. He kind of broke down towards the end because he knew that he wasn't able to forgive himself for not saving his family. So I'm going to briefly touch globe dimensions. Sweden is a Nordic Europe area, and their leadership styles include high charisma, medium team-oriented, high participative, low humane-oriented, medium autonomous, and low self-protective. So now talking about Trompenaar's dimensions, I found in the movie that Thomas was very neutral. His emotions were very controlled, but then towards the end he got really emotional and broke down. As far as achievement versus description, he was very achievement-oriented. His worth was determined on the basis